ain't nobody do it better than me. When I pull up, you resting in peace. Ice on my neck, minus 80 degrees. This shit so cold, it be make steady what you might see. I just stay hustle my G. I know say you no like me, standard doesn't make a thing. Where I live for sandwich, say I get plenty food on my dish. Ain't nobody do it better than me. When I pull up, you resting in peace. Ice on my neck, minus 80 degrees. This shit so cold, it be making me free.
Yeah, I know what this is.
98.3 Mainland FM.
Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand.
In our quest to bring to the table issue-based conversation around nationhood, and as we continue to build the narrative about public service.
Mr. President, there is nowhere I can say it except here. This is why I'm elected. If I cannot say these things on this floor, sir, I better resign and leave.
As elections give the it's also important to having a Nigeria of everyone's dream. Join Oᴏᴜᴜ as it takes to task seasoned analysts, opinion makers, business professionals, and politicians on issues style. Mainland 98.3 FM will welcome you roommates as we discuss the situations.
Between October 2024 and January 20 perished in the last 2 years. In more than half a decade, tragedy had feasted on many human bodies in many Nigerian states in their countless attempts to scoop fuel from overturned tankers. Ask yourself, is it worth the risk? The answer is a resounding no. Scooping fuel from an overturned petrol tanker is not just risky, it is downright suicidal. Petrol, diesel, kerosene, and gas are highly flammable. One spark and disaster strikes. Ignorance or hardship cannot justify pulling your own life on the line to stay alive. Whenever you see an overturned tanker or people attempting to scoop fuel, flee immediately or alert the relevant authorities to secure the area and prevent a potential explosion. It is better to stay alive for your loved ones who depend on you than any way being otherwise. Remember, fuel scooping is deadly. Don't take the risk. Stay alive, be alive, and live well.
This message is from Mainland 98.3 FM.
It's a beautiful Tuesday evening and it's a good time to be alive. Welcome to the Situation Room live on Mainland 98.3 FM. Today is the 17th day of the month of June 2025. Studio time check is 5. On this journey, every Monday to Friday from 4 to 5:30, our assistance as a people, especially as we constantly demand for a good governance, voted for the president or not. Whether you identify with this stated in the Constitution of Nigeria, the principal responsibility of those. So, irrespective of what the government chooses to do in terms of if the people don't feel safe, all of those cannot function because they can never be. People can travel at night without every single space they turn to. So certain individuals, the woman selling fried yam at Yaba Junction, what the Constitution recognizes, not the person sitting on that seat. So our side forward is like just every one of us. So why would certain individuals, because of especially when they are non-state actors, I just wake up and then they constantly build fear in the minds of the people. Oh, I can't travel to my village. I can't go to my farms. They are kidnappers. So you're wondering, why would individuals? Police, we have the soldiers, that's the army, we have the Air Force, we have the Navy, and we have, every organ of government that should protect the people. I mean, it's crazy enough, right? That we have, then, words telling us that even the security agencies know these people getting worse every day. Why are people getting killed in Benue? Why are people getting killed in Plateau? Why are people getting killed in Zamfara? Why are people getting killed in Kaduna? Why are government looking so helpless? Attackers, because they're from within. And every single day, it looks like the government is helpless. So people come talk about lack of political willpower. Arrogates to you is to protect the lives and the welfare of your people, and you are saying you don't have the willpower to do the same. So what else do you have the willpower to do? You have a responsibility, which is to protect the people. You don't have the political willpower to do same. Issues that should be and they abandon their ancestral land, and then they start living in IDP camps, even in their own countries. You comes everywhere. And what happens to the lands where those people have been sent away from? They've been occupied by invaders. These are disturbing times in the history. A lot of questions are also being asked. What is the value of the life of a Nigerian in Nigeria? That's the question. Or Ekiti, we are one Nigeria first. Fear in the minds of the people. Oh, you're wondering why the cost of flight is now going up by the day? Because the people don't have. I was a core member in Plateau State. It was a thing of joy when we're done with our break and we're going back. We'd all gather at the park at Ijora, and we're already at Akwanga. By 11 a.m., we're already in Jos. Who can do that now? There was a time where one of the busiest roads in this feel safer in Lagos than I am in Borno State. Why should I feel safer in Ogun State than I am in Zamfara State? Why can't we get an end to this war that we've been fighting for over state actors, individuals that started off with wanting to impose a certain pattern of religion, a religion that is also known for peace, to a whole lot of issues, kidnappings everywhere. So what is the value of a Nigerian? See me for the very first time. My name is Ōkpeyemi Akínyẹ̀dé, and you're live on Mainland 98.3 FM. Today is Tuesday. God is going to be with us, boy. The network is playing its prank. So we can table when discussion is being made. Yesterday, the chief executive officer of the CSOs and the executive director of the CSOs and the CLOs in Nigeria, Comrade Steve Aluko, was my guest on the show. And he kept talking about Nigerians should take up arms to defend themselves. I'd raised those issues also, that people should take up arms and defend themselves, self-defense. So I want to guess what? It's a rigorous process. But beyond the process, how much do you think the Nigerians, yes, there's been a lot of go outside of same, they would always weigh the disadvantages. Then don't you think it's something that should be looked into? Oh, 2 years since the removal of subsidy, there are states that are getting almost 60% more of what they used to get under the last administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. For the governor of Bauchi State, His Excellency Governor Bala Mohammed says that his state is not paying the new minimum wage yet. So the question is this about state police. Oh, you think about 43% of the entire Nigerian police force is attached to government? We have less than 400,000 policemen in our 4 areas, in the villages, the outskirts, urban settlements. So the people at the rural areas and all the 17 local governments across all the local government can equally monitor their own pocket, or the political elite for hijack it. Do you know how many police officers, including DSS authorities, how many bastardized that you think? Oh, so you think you feel safe walking into a police station and say, let me spend the dreadlocks, or you have tattoo on your body? These are the questions.com and on YouTube as well. And write to your dust for the conversation. I have a gun. And then you will not have the mind to come and attack me in my house. And then you offended me. Instead of you and I to have a conversation, a man to man, Nigeria is not an invitation to anarchy. Are we having this conversation? What is the thin line between self-defense and voluntary manslaughter? What is the thing you, as a member of that state, do you think you can handle it when the conversation of, legalizing would you rather do? Let me allow you to talk to us. Hello, Ufoma. Ufoma, I'm struggling.
Looking at let's start from the top. Even though, I will just go around shoot Nigeria for now. But the issue of the police, if that is police, and the very sick Nigeria who will not threaten one another. That's just it.
Ooh, okay. I'm hoping we can still link up with he's a retired consultants from the professional. Oh, when you are 18, your ID, which will be electronically generated and automatically said. You fill the biodata page. When you log in, then you enter your details with instructions from 2 referees. Your print application shall be processed through the criminal within 5 working days. The State Intelligence Bureau, the SIB, within the State Police Command or the area. Hello, good evening. Hello. Right back. Stick around. It's Mainland 98.3 FM. And it is the Situation Room.
Seems anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there is not. If there were,
in our quest to bring to the table issue-based conversation around nationhood and development, we have made 4 to 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday the perfect time to welcome you into the Situation Room as we continue to build the narrative about public service and accountability.
Mr. President, this Senate needs to know. Mr. President, this Senate needs to lend its voice to the plight of these people. Mr. President, there is nowhere I can say it except here. This is why I'm elected. If I cannot say these things on this floor, sir.
From those they voted into office.
Look at us now, there is nothing, we are starving.
Seasoned analysts, opinion makers, business professionals, and politicians on issues around politics, policies, governance, and leadership. Every Monday to Friday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. on your super dial, Mainland 98.3 FM. We'll welcome you roommates as we discuss the situations.
Can get this done now. If we can't get through to the guest, and then the question is very clear. What are we ready for right now? State police, or you think for that? Is the Nigerian society ready to embrace? Give me with a friend, a gentleman conversation. I just pull it out. I mean,
Good evening, sir.
okay. I think we're lucky now.
You said some good.
Okay, Mr. Joshua, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but thank God that today I'm opportunity to come in.
Oh, is this the first time you're calling on the show?
Because the country is in mess. The jungle justice that if you do me back, I do you back. And that will not be good. Because the way I've been listening to all this, even though God has created us before you, not talk of something. Just all the media are happy. They are just feeling a lot of things. I just like one thing. Over for them, you are now telling God to come and say, God, come and open this door for me. Don't come and open this door for me. No answer pancake. The sitting at for others to even call you. So
thank you. Part a professional join us on the show to discuss the both sides, the issue of state policing and that you can apply for. It's not even every one of them, but hey, the question is this: in the face of all of these, you're in Benue, and he said it's over a year now. He's not been able to go to his village in Benue, despite the fact that he's a professor at the Benue State University in Makurdi, but he can't, having been chased out of your ancestral land, being sent. So what exactly is the issue that we have on ground? Why is it the last budget, the allocation for security was almost 3 trillion for security? And earlier today, I was listening to the Minister of Interior, function better, or we should just embrace state and community policing? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Because if you say more funding should go to the police, is it the same people that will still hang around on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway along the Kara Long Bridge waiting to escort trucks into Lagos that they want to fund? Are these those people that are attached to celebrities, to artists, to actors, to politicians that we also want to fund? Or we should just, the money we want to use to, should we just focus on state policing so that we can recruit more people into the system and take them to the local government? Let the people own their policing structure. And from Ondo State and from Ondo West, understand the nuances of that community. How would he be able to communicate effectively with the members of that community? How will he be able to get information from the locals? Do they trust him enough to share information with him? But imagine this situation. Somebody from that community is recruited into the police, and you know that this is the family that chaos is coming. I will go and pick your family. Pressure, they stay the way they are. What happens to we owning our policing structure? Is this the allocation and channel it into fixing the state police? Hey, what do I know? I'm just speaking, maybe thinking out loud. Hello, good evening. Oh, I got a bit late. Messages pouring in on Facebook and of course, we're going to have all of this sorted. Don't worry. Just keep trying. 0913-600-0410. I don't know why the network is really messed up today, but let's keep trying. Hello, good evening. Hello. Okay. With our phone line, or maybe it's somebody somewhere does not want the conversation to fly, but we'll keep trying. Hello, good evening.
I can hear you very clearly.
Okay. I hope we're able to pull this off.
I'm hearing you now.
Okay, go on, Prince Wise.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
I know you're fine, but I hear your voice now. Mm-hmm. Now, Mr. Sport, when you talk of state police, I would like to take two ways. Number one, can the governor be, are they ready? Are they not there? And would they use it to terrorize the opposite party in that state to find balance? You have to pay them a very fat salary. What time? But as it is now, can it be a state who can pay me out to have people like Amateku that can go inside the bush? Well, tell me now, because what is going on? Look at the police. I love it, I want it to happen, but the problem we have today, can they be neutral? Can they not use space to terrorize the fellow party member, other party member, other opponents? That's the big question. And I want to tell you, everything was given to them.
Prince Wise, I understand where you're coming from. I absolutely understand, and don't get it twisted. I'm not, a few of them, a friend of the house. So I'm not saying there's something wrong with the federal police. I'm just saying that, yes, they can be better. They can be better equipped. They can be better financed. They can be is understandable. But how do you explain that out of the less than 400 million as a country? So even if we have the entire police system, on the streets protecting the people, it's still not enough. You see, your Davidos, your people, your footballers everywhere, they have like 6-7 to the man in Tᴜnùwàdà local government in Kano. They don't deserve to be protected as well. That is what join them. Maybe take the number to 1 million. Let them operate on the federal structure that is already existing. But let the state also own their police structure so that I'll feel safe in Lagos the way I will feel safe in Jigawa. I'll feel safe in Ebonyi the way I will feel safe in Ifo. You're lucky your call got through.
Ajibola calling from Nicola here. I want us to look at something. We have listed some of it. And it's something we all know. So, see, I will never be a part of this state policing. These state people will employ, they will bastardize the employment with their, they just need to say to their patients in the thing anyhow. Situation whereby we are even out.
So let me, all of this fear that you are expressing, they are not. I want to ask you a question. All of this on Saturday.
So now, let me go straight with you. See, now, even if let's clean this system that we have, less than 400,000 and with system. And if this system now can no longer serve us, let's stop all these little things that we said, that we have said. Let every state in your country rise up.
And your position, let me also have your thought, Mr. Gege Joshua. Hello?
This is our reality now. We cannot but talk about it. Police. See, we can have a police station, 10,000 naira per month or 20,000. Their major assignment, apart from their daily job and all that, is to give information to the police. We have a lot of graduates in the country. You can make sure you can give them serial number, recruit them project. You can induct them. 10,000 naira is just like a compensation, but we are going to be like the police.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Mr. Gege Joshua. So he said people just leaving NYSC, they should be
policemen and women.
Okay.
You understand me?
Okay.
So as they are dropping out of NYSC, as they are done with them, so you induct them into that particular project. Yes, they will be paid. Maybe 15. It's not like a daily job. Maybe your own duty.
That's where I'm missing it.
Yes.
So it's not like
the issue is
okay.
They must make sure it is going to be a strict duty that If any issue come up in your particular,
all right,
yes, every
like for
month.
somebody that just finished NYSC,
yes,
20,000
like
stipend
every month. Yes,
Mr. Deji, let's be realistic, Mr. Tğᴇ Joshua. Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. One of the issues that people are complaining that is leading to the collapse in the security structure we have in this country is welfare. Somebody said, "Oh, the police officers are not properly paid." So if I leave university, Mr. Tğᴇ Joshua, and then I did my end, use that for.
No, this won't stop them from going to their work or doing their business. See, your own duty is going to be at the end of the month. You must have a report, and you submit the report to the local government to ensure that any information you do your profile is going to be like a project. We have a lot of graduates out there doing nothing. Thank you
very much, Mr. Tğᴇ Joshua. I like the fact that people are coming up with quite a lot of that, because a lot of people are going into the police not because they truly want, like you're going into the system because you stand on the expressway. This is meant for. We know.
I'm calling from Ekada.
You're welcome, Mr. Shaw.
Yes, interesting contributions and all. Structuring. You understand? Because you can't be doing the same thing and you expect a different result. So, about doing the needful. No, the next thing is that, see, there's no way we are going to shy away from the fact that your vicinity. For example, now, let's say in my own, people that are saying they should recruit from there. The state should be responsible for only the advantage to persist the disadvantage. Look at the cases of these people that are being killed in their domain. Assuming when we are talking about forest guards are not the ones that will be aware of what's the that place. They know the terrain, they know the bushes, they can live so that. You get what I'm saying? So that is just the important thing. He's going to campaign. Let there be from this fact. So people have imputed. People, if we sit down, we will science about this. Thank you, Mr. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shola. Let me read a couple of your messages of this week. Is committed on something. Let's tell her. Thank you very much. Samson Adedayo killed the whole country. State police would only complement. This is the honest truth. State policing or not, the security structure we have in this country is still fetching from the same pool. The same that couldn't get opening at the top will still come back to their local government. The government must be drawn. If I'm a farmer, you must respect the fact that I'm a farmer. We must have a meeting point. State policing or not, Q. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Mainland FM. Oh, dear. Can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay.
Beautiful contribution people have made, especially the man that said that it's only time will not pass the national last mark that are contributing 50,000 every week. Look at Osman in Oyo State and so many others. Are they the kind of people that they will say they want to integrate in the state police? I've said it last week. Until we have a very good system, re-engineer what governors we do. The governors that we do are the ones, the governors we have today are the ones killing this national police attached to them. Is that the way they are going to get the local government? Sometimes they even pocket Obasanjo as the president. If not Buhari, that did not allow them to certain extent. Please be paid directly by a committee in the local government. A committee is going on in Benue. I've said last week that empower about 10 people in each community. Take them to Jaji, take them to defense, go and after you train them, they will have every gadget. You can empower about 50 of them. So once the marauders, all these murderers, release to them and fire for fire immediately, instead of waiting for army that will travel 20 kilometers in a... But if they know that there are about 50, 10 or 20
community
people
that can
living in that community, yes, they will not, they are not regular army, but they are a catcher of arms and ammunition. So immediately they arrive, they will stay into the house, get their arms, and face each community. They will think twice. Let them be 100. Even if they gone down 50 of them, they will know that they are not joking. That of how Nigerian police can be reformed, can be restructured,
with you.
Our proposition, and it looks good. But the problem again is this. I don't have a job. I just want to work. I want to earn salary. Madam, if
you say policing, it's not that because the what we call information collecting info and give to the appropriate quarters and go and give it to the appropriate quarters.
Authorities.
Yes, I will just pray the authority about Benny. Madam, this is not what is happening in that state. In those days, if you see names of at what point are they now laying complacent and they allow people, animals like that. If you see the names of plotters, their names are many there. They are known for fighting wars, not even fighting a community dispute, known for fighting wars. A lot of them. Let's assume, like this thing that we can we do, that's the only disadvantage. That's why I said the work, freely move. When we were young in this Lagos, we used to go out, but now you cannot do it. If you even able to enter passing or Uber, you don't know the kind of person that is inside. So that's part of security. You understand? That's part of, did you get the money? I want to tell the security. What did you do? These are the things. So state police is there. It's okay. I support them with 80%. I don't support 20% because of some politicians who might use it, recklessly on their opponents.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
With beautiful analysis.
Thank you.
Hello, they need to put it on. Why? Because everything will still go about politicking. Imagine being the one in charge of police force. So, define the right places. Even if you bring the feeling of one Nigerian goes to the peaceful protesters who are only by all this, I want to perpetrate themselves there. That is goes to that we don't have people who are willing, who are given the opportunity to serve. And that is exactly what we are passing to today. We just pray that is there any way to rectify or reform our electoral act so as to get the right people. Many other things will fall in place. And that's just my only suggestion.
Thank you, Mr. James.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining the conversation today. Okay, let me skip that line. So let me also go to the other part of it. He said, now asking what Lagos State has achieved for recruiting neighborhood.
Bumi calling from command.
Mr. Bumi, good to have you join us.
Okay. It's quite sad that we have discussion. He spoke well. See, it will be detrimental for us to go into state policing now because it will worsen the case the more. The state police and even cause more problems than even see how all of them have handled their radio to report their nonsense they have been doing on the road. Same thing that happened in Oyo State, same thing that happened in Oyo that we handle state policing. No, let's first make this special policing work first. Why that way we can even do transfer to community that you know there very well. Okay, we have somebody we have employed under federal policing, and we know that you are from this town, and your town needs a good local. But the employment and everything must not be local. That is one. We can make the transfer and the allocation local. But the recruitment must never be local. That is one. Then the thing must not be decentralized. Let's to ensure sanity in that policing system for this nation.
People are intentional. We have a system where people get into the Benue is bleeding. They need to be protected. I need to join.
You get what you are saying.
I'm with you.
That is I'll be there.
Thank you very much. I remember when I wrote my ND entrance exam. It was at the Air Force Base at Ikeja. I did all I could, despite the fact that my mom was insisting, because the fact that, yes, you feel like, okay, because I grew up on the street of Sᴜᴜ, so definitely I've seen, how the soldiers are respected. I've seen how disciplined they are. I'm like, this is a system I genuinely want to be a part of. I don't know if the situation is still joining those places because there are no jobs. And they feel like, let me get into the system. At least it's a federal government job. My pension is this, my gratuity is this. And that's why you would see, because why will I be a police officer inside the sun? I wear uniform, I wear palm slippers, and be waiting for truck that I will escort into Lagos as an escort, and I'm a police officer with a uniform, carry bag, each time I see them, coincidentally, is every day. It's a problem that we need to fix. And I totally agree with some of the callers that says, yes, state police is good, we're right for it, but we need to fix the main.
Hello, good evening.
Good to have you join us.
Thank you, okay. My name is Malam Tonga. I'm calling from Alabama. Okay, you know one thing, the problem of this country, is only we need just God intervention, divine intervention. Okay, you just give analysis, just break down the process of getting arm, a big license arm. How many Nigerians can afford to go through that process? How do they get that equipment? Do they know the price? You are dealing with sophisticated criminals, well-trained. The police officers, they are well-trained. The original name of Boko Haram is Taliban. When they started, their name is Taliban. A young group of people that use aircraft. You have armor tanks. They can face army. They can defeat army. They can even decide army. And you are now telling me at defense yourself, with what? When you come to state police or whatever, state police, with who? The dividend of this democracy is in the hands of politicians. Even you come to state police, you still know how. And then they are based on their interest. Good. But there will not be any results from it. I'm very sorry to say that. Yes. And at the same time, even the paramilitary, they are polluted. You see these bandits, listen to me. Those of us that travel from here far to north by road, in 1999, guys, they just come at night, they will put some stones and block road, and they're running to push. Today they are having, before, even my brothers from the east, if you are traveling to east, you have to have police escort. Every luxurious bus has a police escort with AK-47. And the government just overlook them like they are not. Today they have reached a state of level. Now, my fear is this. Because others or some people from Abuja, politicians, have gone to us. I'm afraid if those guys will not go and acquire drugs, they shot down a military aircraft, helicopter, with about 80 soldiers on board. And they killed them. In Nigeria, about 1 year or 2 years ago. You can remember now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Someone is telling me this is it. We're in trouble.
Thank you very much. I mean, that was how it was that. Why should certain individuals have so much power and so much control and so much resources, unfortunately, that, they've become... So I'm a Nigerian, I'm hardworking, I've worked the entire year, and in December I felt, you know what, let me go to my village to spend time with my cousins or my family members. Oh, I'm in the US and I've never been to the country before. I know I want to go see my grandma in the village, and you know very well that I have so much power and control that they've been able to, make certain... How come certain communities are within the control of non-state actors? Effective policing system, we have a terrible intelligence guard. What are we using them for? If truly the system is going to work, do we really need to sit down and ask, do we have saboteurs in the system? Are there people that are... Okay, let me have your thoughts. Good evening. Hello.
Good evening, Okwe.
You're welcome.
This is the country, this is our home, this is our land, we're in Nigeria. May the Lord help us. Actually, I don't really have much to say other than to say all these things, spy. In those days, they called them spies in the Nigerian police. Before they found out they renewed. I remember then when Diagbon was ruling. Did you find orderliness in Nigeria? There was orderliness. So this thing is, when we are renewed, when the leaders, the so-called rulers that we are quite opposed, the central is not yet well formed. We are complaining. We now want to come to down state police. Where would that work? Local or the state police will now work. I remember in those days, even the state policemen, they post them to their place, to their villages, to their homeland. They will run away. They will say, no, they won't transfer. So support your brother now. But if they find a stranger, they will not be able to cajole the stranger to walk to dance to their tune. But this is it. This was how they decided doing this transfer, and things got degenerated.
Can we assure that the local will do the same?
That is it. So we are not renewed. We are not renewed in our in an advanced country. You see the way they do their things because the government stood their ground back. So we are running away from pillar to post. It will be good when we have not gotten one right. Grandma Maggie.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me start on trades. I'll pick as much as I can. Benjamin, he says, talking to us on Facebook, and he says, good evening. To me, the state police is long overdue. No matter the angle one may look at it, I let the state have the people well. The people well. If we say politicians will use them for their personal political gain, is within themselves. Before he does that, he would think twice. Let the state police for one. Let's try state police for once, and let's see how it goes. Okay, you send the message twice. Williams Oluwatosin state policing can't work because it will be abused by the state governors. State police would only add more to the problems because the state governors in Nigeria presently cannot be trusted with such exclusive power. Lest we all be bounded with the should be driven by a truly structured, functioning, and well-equipped community. Our security issues are local, and no matter whatsoever issues people are not seen to counter state policing system, then they are supporting state and local government. Then why are they supporting state and local government system? There's no way state police will not be better than what we have currently. Other developed countries are not being mismanaged by the federal authorities, and are we okay with that? Come on. That's Prince Leo Zoma from Isolo. Let's get back to the phone lines. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Ope. But from what I heard from you and from what I heard from the contributors, honestly,
changing your mind.
Ope, honestly, because for an instance, about my land in the name of grazing, are you there? In the process, you bought my houses, you mine and you killed. At the end of the day, some were caught, and those that were caught, they quickly say they have repented. Where on earth have you ever seen that kind of there's a control coming from somewhere? Are you with me? Which simply means that some animals are more equal than the other. So, BVN, whatever. If you committed offense like I have now, if I make any of careless utterances and uncomplimentary or non-continental language, they will tell you to feed. Those people are not able to feed them, or they are not able to get to them. Which terrain are they? And like I said, if it were to be external aggressors, with the local police, with the police, whatever, they are still going to take control, whatever. The answer and the solution is this. Let us come together and talk about how we want to stay together. If there's need be,
Thank you very much, Mr. James. Getting a state police, that's John Benadohi on Facebook. No matter how anyone, okay, I already took this one.
Many people have this. They say so many things, get break down there. So first night, I know way. They are went there to beat the motor. People put the motor down there now. Even give us where to stay with my family. So quickly.
I'm struggling to hear you. Can you change your look? More messages here. 09136004. Okay. I will respond to your message. Thank you very much. This one says, I vote for state police, but it has to be well regulated to forestall whatever well remunerated and should be given the health insurance. Furthermore, they should be equipped with mobility and well armed with sophisticated responsibility as the commander-in-chief. If we have not cried out to the police, to the president, the mandate we shall stand. That's Chris from Magboro. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Adina, I was about reading your message when your call came in.
Yeah, so I'm speaking.
You're welcome.
I'm listening to your comments. From my own observation, I live I'm a community leader here. We are over 600 CDA in Ogun State, and we all have local police, rented, licensed gun users. We have over 60,000 hunters in Nigeria. about 600,000 hunters in Nigeria. They have wives, they have families, and they do correct. You know how that hunters have misused their license gun. Have you heard of anything? But when it comes to the issue of security of the whole community, people will say they will misuse it. They will be shooting them. Have you heard of anybody? We have a lot of license guns in our community. We defend ourselves. We pay. But here in the north and in other hinterlands, they don't even have PDA. So everybody is on his own. So you have security problems. The same goes to be saying, okay, Metropolitan Police, Surrey Police, every community, this is good. Cities have their police. Or in Nigeria, because of the orientation they've given up, the police of Nigeria, they're only loyal to the caliphate. That's the truth. That nobody wants. The military, there is nothing like Nigerian army. It's a caliphate army. And that is why when they get to any indigenous population area to go and kill, this army, this security agency will just go there. Because they are not securing Nigerians. They are securing a section of this country. And that's the truth that you people have been avoiding. When they said born to rule, they are no longer in power. So once you are not in power, those people in power who are not born to rule will never enjoy it.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Dion? Is it proper when we for us to politicize this? Don't you think we can have very liberal and very open conversation without bringing politics into it? Don't you think the killings are affecting anybody? When the kidnappers strike on the road, do they leave Yoruba people out or do they leave Hausa people out? Isn't everybody they kidnap? When people come into those Benue communities, are there not people that are not non-Benue people in those communities? Do they spare them? Why do we have to
I'm worried because this thing you are suggesting can never work. Because we are not one. Nigeria is not one. So you have to go back to Federalist Constitution of 1960. Regional autonomy, who are defending, our fathers were defending themselves that time. But these people said they were it's for all these killings. It's not for anything more than both progressive and not the ignorance of this thing. These are facts that is.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dion. Thank you. Tinubu flooded the eastern road from Benin to Aba with security men to harass and intimidate Easterners and refused to mobilize same security forces to Benue and Plateau, where the kind security. That is Jerry from Ikeja. Okay, Dr. Prince from Ojo says electoral reforms and state police, which is better or preferable? Reforms, of course. We can't put the cart before the horse. Do you create state police for a governor who assumes power through the back door? Let us put one horse first. Thereafter, the state police can follow. There's nothing wrong with the state police, but Nigeria as a country is not right for state police for now. Terrible abuse will be inevitable. Thank you very much, Dr. Okay, Mr. Dion says, Mr. Akpagwan says, I recommend that the president should announce the forced retirement of all military and security leaders from the rank of lieutenant colonel and above immediately. The military and security agencies should be headed by the rank of main thoughts. Let me squeeze in this 30 seconds real quick.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Let's do this real quick. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Agbede. I'm calling you from Alagbado.
Okay, Mr. Agbede.
What is the mentality? Do you know the number of unemployment in this country? Then do you know that the politician will be the one to pick the people they want to appoint to shoot? Then what is the level of their training? Who are the people going to train them? Is it not existing policeman that is not well catered for? That his mindset is not okay? That you don't even know where to sleep? Somebody that was transferred from Kaduna to Lagos without any shelter, without any provision,
without welfare, without provision, with nothing.
Without welfare, my brother. Who is going to train them? Is it not the existing police people that are going to train them? What is the mentality of the people that are going to train them? What is the mentality?
Thaning you.
So this thing is it's going to be a suicidal problem. Look at that.
I pray it doesn't turn to that. Next up is Global News on Mainland 98.3 FM. Unfortunately, we couldn't link up with our guest. But we had a very engaging conversation. A lot of calls, messages that we can't read, and the calls we can't pick. But thank you for our Club World Cup. Let's talk about some transfer stories as well. I will be back by 6 o'clock for Sports Cruise. Hey, my name is ᴏᴏᴜ Akinde. Thank you so much for being a part of the production. The show returns tomorrow by 4. But hey, join me.